Yeah, good morning everyone. Let's start the class. Yesterday we discussed about the MongoDB installation and as well as doing the operations. Today, let us continue the next process, creating a web project and as well as server program and to communicate with the database. To communicate with the database, let us do all this activity one by one. So let me create all the steps one by one. The first step will be creating the project. Example 4. Now I am opening the command prompt for this project, CMD. Next step will be initialization. How to initialize the command? What is the command? npm init. Init means initialize the project. Example 4, that's good. And the file name is app.js. Everything is good. So fine. So I created the project. Next step will be installing the npm install --save. What is the first one, sir? Express. Also we need to install MongoDB integration. Also we need to install body parser as well as cards. So let us see what are the packages are installed. Express is installed, MongoDB is installed, body parser to read the request data, and cards. So we have everything is ready. Let us build our REST API today and as well as integrate with our application with the database. Yeah, I'm going to create the first one. What is the file, sir? app.js. App.js. So let us create all the things one by one. So let load the library. What is the library I want to load, sir? Express. So C express equal to require. What I need, sir? Express. So I loaded the library. Next step, initialization. App express. That's good. So I loaded the library and I loaded the one, and next one I need let body parser because I want to read the request data in the JSON format. That is why require. What is the next one, sir? Body parser. I have the body parser. Now I want to use it in my application. App.use body parser.json. So all your request data, stream data, convert string format into the JSON format. What is the next one, sir? App.listen. App.listen. So right now, what is the port number I am giving? 8080 or 3000 of your choice. So I provided the 3000. Finally, I am going to write the console.log and I am going to say server started on 3000 port. So everything is ready. In my application or in any Angular application or in any server application, in any web application, there are so many types of server programs are there. For understanding purpose, like user related one, product related one, order related one, and billing related one. So likewise, there are so many server programs are there. So these are the different request paths. That is why in Express.js, we are going to create a separate folder. What is a folder? We need to call them as routes. So right now we should not write everything in the main file, but we are going to deviate into what is the file I am creating? Product.js. So right now, this JavaScript file only handles what type of requests from the client, sir? Product related requests only. I need to handle what type of requests, sir? Product related requests only. So let observe, let again the same steps, what we discussed earlier, express. What is the one? I want to use the express, and as well as I have the express. Now observe, we need to use special one router. So observe express dot router. Now on top of this, I need to initialize our methods. What is the one, say? Router dot get all products, get all products function request comma response. So this is the way I'm going to write. Instead of registering on the main application, we need to register onto a sub router. So this is the way I'm going to write in my application. So for understanding purpose, I'm going to write not the console. Let us write the response dot send get all products, get all products. So everything is ready. Now this product.js I need to integrate so that I can use in my application. So first step, import let product API equal to require load the one. It is available in a separate folder. What is the folder, sir? Route slash what is the one, sir? Product. Now app dot use, we need to provide the URL. What is the URL I am providing? Product. What is the API you need to call? Product API. So always the request will come to the app.js. From the app.js, any request URL starting with the product, go to what file, sir? Products.js. So everything is ready. Let us test this project. So how to run this program, sir? Node app.js. So it is started on the 3000. So now I want to call. What is the code, sir? Localhost colon. What is the port number? 3000 slash. What is the product related one? Product slash. What is the method, sir? Get all products. So see, sir. So right now, how you are writing? Are you writing on everything in a single file, sir? No, that is not acceptable. But in the real time, we always write into a separate files, separate controller files. What is the controller? Product controller I am writing. So right now, this is the way you are going to work in a application. So right now, let me expand this out and let me create some more things. What is the one we are going to configure here? Get product by ID slash one. And in the same way, let me configure other things also. What is the other one, sir? Post. What is the method we are going to configure for this one? Insert product. Insert product. So likewise, I'm going to configure the next one. What is the next one we are going to configure? Update product. For the update product, what is the method, sir? Put method. So here I'm going to configure the update product slash ID, which product I'm updating. The same way I'm going to configure the last one. Here we are going to say what is the function, sir? Delete. You need to tell which product you are deleting. That is why we are accepting the parameter. What is the parameter, sir? ID parameter. So let us look into once again this one. So why we are writing into a separate file? Because in a simple project also, there are so many request paths are there, are so many requirements are there, are so many business logics are there. So all these logics we should not write into our main file app.js. We should write into a separate files. What are the separate files are like product.js, user.js. Likewise, we can have many. So right now I'm writing what's a product.js and user.js. So right now let me show. Let me copy this one and let me create another one. Very simple, user.js. So right now I'm not writing anything fancy here. In the user, I want two things. Of course, in the user registration, you can have many, but right now I'm writing only two. The first one, register. Second one, login. I'm going to write it sometime later, but not today. So right now, what are the files we are having? What is the method? Registration is there. What is the one, sir? Login is there. So right now, in our product.js, sir, what are the things are there? Router.get, all products, individual product, insert the data, update the data, delete the data. So everything is included, and right now I want to integrate the user also. So you need to write the two lines. What is the first one? Import the API. So observe, what is the API we need to configure here? User. It is available in what file, sir? User.js. And here also, what is the one, sir? User. What is the API, sir? User API. So right now in my application, I am configuring two business logics of my application. What are they, sir? User management as well as a product management. Product management. So right now I'm asking one simple question. Are we storing the data inside of your program or inside the database? Do we need to store the data inside of the program or inside the database, sir? We always store the database. We always store the application data in the database. So right now, what is the database we already learned, sir? MongoDB. What is the database we learned, sir? MongoDB. So observe, I am going to use a MongoDB as yesterday require. Load the MongoDB. Now you can see what is the one, sir? MongoDB. Now sir, I loaded the library, sir. What is the next step? Your application should communicate with what, sir? MongoDB. So how to communicate, sir? Very simple. Yesterday we discussed what is the one, sir? Connect. So if you want to connect, we need to provide the URL. What is the URL, sir? MongoDB colon localhost, because it is running in my system. And what is the port number, sir? 27017. And on this one, what is the one, sir? Then observe, function, we are going to get the client. We are going to get the client. You can configure the error function also, but right now I no need because I am good. So right now, what is the next step, sir? Let the database. What is the database you are communicating? So observe here, sir. DB equal to client dot MongoDB communicating client. I want to communicate with what DB, sir? Yesterday we discussed about this one. So I guess let us go with the new database. Let me communicate with my MongoDB by using the compass. I am going to say Flipkart. So for understanding purpose, right now let us go with the Flipkart, or your name also, that's totally fine, sir. So right now I have the database. Sir, how to insert the data? How to insert the data? I guess it is ready now. Yes. Yes. So everything is there. So right now I'm creating a new database, sir. What is the database? I'm creating Flipkart. Flipkart. And inside of this one, what is the collection I'm expecting, sir? Product. Now, where is this Flipkart? Yes, here. You can see what is the collection, sir? This is the collection. So right now the collection is empty because it is right now it is I am not inserting any data. So right now, how to get all the products, sir? How to read the data? So yesterday we discussed about this one. What is the function is used to get the data? Find. What is the function we are having, sir? Find. So observe db dot. What is the one? Collection. db dot. What is the one, sir? Collection. What is the collection we are expecting, sir? Product. Dot. What is the method, sir? Find. What is the method we are having, sir? Find. So right now inside of this one, I want to get what is the next one, sir? Stream to array. What is the next one? Then. So whatever the data it is coming, we want to display on the UI function. Function. See, sir, what is the one we are having? Data. I'm going to explain a little bit. So just a minute. So this is the one. So when the request is coming from the UI, for what request, sir? Get all products. What I need to do? I need to communicate with the database, get the collection. What collection, sir? Product collection. And what is the operation I am doing? Find means get all the data, convert the data, convert the data into array format and send the data. That is what I need to do. Again, I will tell this one, sir. When the request is coming from for request is coming for get all products, what I need to do? db dot collection means from the product collection, get the data, convert the data into array format and send this data. How to send this data, sir? We are using the response. So very simple. Response dot what is the method, sir? Send. What is the data we are having, sir? The data API. So this is what happens. So right now this is for all products, sir. Suppose I'm expecting a individual product. So at that time we need to provide the query. So right now you can observe here, sir. What is the one? ID identified by ID request dot. You can easily know what is the one, sir? Params dot ID. So right now I don't want all the data. I want the individual product identified by ID matching with the provided ID. So this is the way I'm going to get I'm going to get the specified or specified record identified by ID where the ID matches with the provided one. So this is the way we are going to do. Suppose I want to insert the data. Very simple. What is the method we are already discussed, sir? Insert and insert request dot body. All the requested data I want to insert. If it is success, then function data, whatever the UI, I'm going to configure response dot send. Observe message. What message, sir? Insertion success. Otherwise, function error. What is the answer I am going to provide? Response dot send insertion failed. So this is the way I'm writing. So right now, let me explain. Sir, I send the data from the UI in my body. In my body, let me show you that. Yeah. So let me show you. Insert component. We already discussed this one multiple times, sir. So right now, this is my client side code. This is my URL. This is my URL. So right now, when you sending the data, what is the code, sir? This dot http client dot post. This is my URL. And what is the data I'm sending, sir? This dot p. This is nothing but my JSON data. All this data is available on the server side as a body object. So right now, this data I want to insert into the database. This data I want to insert into the database. The same way you can observe body, comma, I need to provide a update related one request dot params dot id. Are we sending the same way? Let me see that. Okay, directly we are sending this one update product. Okay, this is fine. Request dot body dot id. So from the server, from the client side, I'm sending as a body parameter. So this is the way I'm going to do here. What is the parameter I need to configure, sir? What is the function? Update. So right now, don't update all the records. Update the specific record with the requested data. New data of the new data I need to update. Here I'm going to say update success. Update failed. The same way I'm going to configure the next method. What is the method, sir? Delete. So we don't have the delete method. Instead of, I'm going to use the remove. Delete success, delete fail. So this is the code I'm writing for my integration. So what are the steps, sir? The first step, provide the router. What is the purpose of the router, sir? To differentiate the code. What is the purpose of this one? Suppose in the future, suppose if I write everything in one file, troubleshooting or debugging is very difficult. That is why we are dividing our application code into the multiple files. What are the files, are based on your requirement? You can write multiple files, but all these files should integrated with what files, sir? App.js. You can write the one by one as you like, sir. There is no order related one. You can put the user at front or user at the end, sir. That is totally fine. So this is the way I'm writing. Sir, what is the next step? In this one, I need to communicate with the database. That is why write the database communication logic. Connect with the database, get the database access. Once you have the access, what is the next step, sir? Get the collection and do all operations. What are the different operations, sir? Find operation is there, insert operation is there, update operation is there, remove operation is there, and this is the way I'm writing. So everything is ready. Now let us run the UI. Sorry, let us run the server side. So database is also integrated. Now I need to modify the URL. I need to modify the URL of the client side. Why? Because right now I'm not using the cloud version, instead of I'm using the local version. So let me write the URL for this one. Very simple. What is the one, sir? HTTP colon localhost colon 3000 and product slash insert product slash insert product. So right now my insert program is ready. Let us run our program. How to run the Angular application? So this is our old Angular application. Right now I am using for our reference cmd ng serve. Yeah, compiled successfully. Localhost colon 4200. I want to do the insert. So I have this one. Let us see. F12. We will have a issue. What is the issue, sir? Observe what is our cross origin request is blocked. Sir, what is this error? Let me explain this. So right now the problem here is we have the client, we have the server. The client is running on, means our Angular is running on what port, sir? 4200. But our server is running on what port number? 3000. So right now we are sending the request from where to where, sir? From 4200 to 3000. 4200 to 3000. So right now when you are doing this kind of request, your server may not trust this one. Your server cannot trust the data which is coming from other applications, because can you trust other person to enter your house? No. Why? Because this is a unknown or foreign. So right now when you want to accept the data from other persons or other request, other applications, we need to enable the cross origin. We need to enable the cross origin. So this is the way we are going to do. You don't need to write any code, sir. Simply you need to enable the cars on your side. Cars app dot use cars. That's it. That is the only thing you should do. So let us restart, because there is a change in the server side code. That is why we need to restart the server program. So what we did in our server program, sir, in the app.js, we loaded the cars application, we loaded the cars library, and we are using it out. So everything is ready. Now let us go with the save once again. See, sir, now it is accepting the data. Why it is accepting the data? We configured that. So let us don't trust the UI. Always see the data is there or no. So this is the way I can integrate my application with the third-party libraries. So right now everything is configured. So let us go with the update related code. I guess all we need to do what? Change the URL to the old one, means the new one, sorry, old URL to the new URL. So everything is there. Let us go with the delete also. Insert, update, and select all are completed. So this one is ready. So I guess application will be reloaded accordingly. Yes. So let us go to the list, sir. See, this data is coming from where, sir? Our local database. Local database. Let me go to the insert once again. So iPhone. Click on the save. Insertion success. Let us go to the list. See, sir. So right now I use the old our existing example of product related one, and I integrated my application with the database. I integrated my application with the database. What is the database, sir? Our our REST APIs. Our REST APIs. Sir, how you develop this one? Let us go with this one. What is the first file I created, sir? App.js. So in this one, I created the I loaded the library and I created the application object by initializing the express. What is the next step, sir? Loading the body parser. What is the purpose of the loading the body parser? Because from the client, always the data come as a string format. We need to convert into what format, sir? JSON format. Sir, how it converts JSON format? So right now, observe here, sir. ID colon 1. Some other data items are there. Now I am asking the question, is it a string or it is a JSON data? Think and tell me, sir. This is a string or JSON data? JSON data in what format? String format. JSON data in what format? String format. Our requirement is what, sir? Not the string format, sir. We want the JSON data. So from the client side to the server side, client program to the server program, even though you are sending the JSON data, the client program to the server program, even though you're sending the JSON data, it will go as a what format, sir? String format. That is why we need to convert. For this one, we are using a special API. What is a special API, sir? Body parser. So sorry guys, I guess it is a Zoom issue. So are you able to hear my voice now? Please let me know. Hello. Yeah. Is it good now? I guess it is good. Okay, guys, let's continue. So right now, what is the purpose of the course? Security. What is the purpose of the course? I have already shared my screen. Please verify. Guys, are you able to see the screen? Please let me know. Okay, it's a problem. Okay, what about now? Still not visible. Okay, okay, fine. Is it okay now? Clear? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So let's continue, guys. So right now, why we need to use the cars? Because my server program, I want to accept the data from anybody. So at the time I will use what's a cars. At the time I will use a cars. And what is the purpose of this one, sir? To convert the JSON. Okay. What is the next step, sir? Product API and register the user API. So this is the way I'm integrating. What is the next step, sir? Product.js. So create the product.js and integrate with the MongoDB. So how to integrate with the MongoDB? So user connect next one, use this one, and you can able to communicate with the MongoDB. Again, I'm telling there are other topics also there, but these are the topics are necessary for our REST API creation. These are the topics for our REST API creation, registration. So you can easily know what is the registration, sir. What is registration? Storing the user details or not? Do you agree with the things, sir? What is registration? Storing the user details into the collection. So right now I'm writing a very simple code. Post insert registration is nothing but inserting the data into the what collections? User collection. And in the same way, what is login processor? Observe, find the specialized. So what is a login, sir? Verifying any user is available with the provided data. Any user available with the provided data. Now observe, I want to verify in the database with the provided username. Request dot body dot what is the one, sir? Username, comma. What is the next one, sir? I want both are good, sir. What is this one? Username as well as the password. Request dot body dot password. So for this one, I want to convert into what's a string. What is the next one? To array, then function data. Now observe, sir, if data dot length greater than 0. Now I am asking the question. Try to think and tell me. I have a So right now I'm verifying what collections are user collection with the provided username and provided the password. If the length greater than 0, is a valid user or invalid user? Is a valid user or invalid user? Please tell me that. Provided username and provided password is available in the database during the login process. Is a valid user or invalid user? Is a valid user. Is a valid user. Suppose there is no user in the database. There is no user in the database with the provided username and password. Else means the length is 0. Means the username and password it is not matching with the database data. At the time, what I need to do is the login fail. So this is what the login related code usually in the projects we have. What is the answer? Accept the data from the username and accept the data for the password and matching with the database data. If the database returns a positive match, what is the answer? Login success. If the database returns a match not found, means length is 0, means no records in the database with the provided username and password. At that time, what I need to return? The login failed. So this is the way I'm going to provide response.send login file. Response.send login file. So if you're working with one record or RAR, okay, 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 guys. I guess I don't know. Okay, thank you guys. So this is the way I'm going to configure in my project. Again, I'm telling all these are server side programming. So if you are working with the Node.js and Express.js combination, you need to write like this. If it is a .NET or Java, it might be different, sir. It might be different. The syntax will be different. Again, I'm telling the syntax will be different, but the logic will be same. The logic will be same. So right now, this is the way I can work in my application. I guess let me see our project code. This is our project, right? Yes. When I uploaded, yes, this is our project. Let me copy this one. Localhost colon 3000 slash product. Guys, I will upload these two codes and practice the examples and complete the one. And tomorrow I will show you how to integrate the next step, cart management, and as well as the user related things tomorrow. Okay. So I guess server side logics before we are going to learn next topics like how to manage the cart. Afterwards, I will show you how to integrate payment gateway. Okay. Guys, my voice is audible, right? Anyone, can you please confirm that? Yeah, thank you. So guys, tomorrow I will explain those process, but today practice this one. Practice this one. Tomorrow I will show you the cart management and the related things. So again, I'm telling you are practicing very less. What I'm saying, I'm asking everyone to complete all the examples today, and tomorrow I'm going to show you the next parts. Okay, once that is completed, your course will be completed. Means payment gateway integration and SMS gateway integration by the might be day after tomorrow or Thursday. Okay, your course will be complete. Thank you guys. Max Wednesday or Thursday.